Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On the ground and sweep. And right away, he lost the football. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. It's a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams, 41 yards. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they get a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take
touchdown, Vikings! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
67 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, Swift. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll set up a throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now back to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Second down, Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 99 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Here's Swift. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. They're going to look to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Going right side here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Play action now. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 3rd and long for Cousins. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Cook following the penalty. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw is Cousins. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, and have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. He'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Cousins. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Cousins now from the 50. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Again, it's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's got room at the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box.
Touchdown! A great play there. 29 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Hey, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
First down, Minnesota.
Cousins on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings have taken a fourth quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Vikings 28, Lions 24.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Lions first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
35, Lions 24. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's good for the Lions.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Rolling to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Let's go now.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's their quarterback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Go ahead.
On second down, it's Cook again. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins here to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Montez Sweat with a tackle. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they do get this across midfield to the 49 with a small consolation.